What's up, guys? It's Johnny Candido of Candido Training HQ, and you can see here I'm showing a workout I just got done with my brother. And this is an upper body workout leading up to a meet I actually have June 8th before the national meet. So this meet in June 8th is to qualify for the national meet. It's in North Carolina, and you see them doing paused benches here. And the reason for this is in the USAPL you have to pause the bench in competition. They don't allow you just to bring the bar down and then just go up with it, touch and go. And they do this really to prevent any bouncing or any cheating on the lift. The USAPL is extremely strict. You have to keep your butt on the floor. You have to keep your feet entirely on the floor. They can't move at all. So everything's very strict. That's why you see my form is really as strict as possible. And I don't want to have any chance of getting DQ'd because they will red light you for any little thing you do wrong. Here you see I start with all the bench sets, but then in between bench sets sometimes I do this. This is a quick little exercise I do to really warm up my lats and my rear delts. Because when you're benching, your upper back needs to be relatively active, really in controlling the negative, and warming up your rear delts often will help with your shoulder health, and your rotator cuffs usually won't feel as sore if your rear delts are warmed up. So you see here I'm using 255 pounds, and what's funny when doing paused bench reps is that it makes it to where the first rep feels extremely easy still, but then it makes it to where higher reps are way harder relative to lower reps. So I could probably do 225 without a pause for about 15 or more reps. But then with pause reps, I'd probably do 225 for about 5 less reps. But on my max, with the pause, it really only affects my max probably by 5 or 10 pounds at most. So the goal of this workout was to hit 275 for 3 paused reps, and then 285 for 2 paused reps. I usually don't use this low of a rep range, but I am preparing for that June 8th meet, and I've been using higher reps in the past, and it's important not to entirely neglect different rep ranges. I was pretty happy with how this set went. I had some decent speed, as you can see, and I just felt like I controlled the weight fairly well, and it really just felt like I had more in the tank. Alright, now for the heaviest set of the day. 285s loaded on the bar, aiming for 2 reps as I previously said here. On heavy sets like this, you have to be completely focused, take as much rest as you need before it, and just do everything you already do in your lighter sets and just apply it to this set. Being able to keep the same form, and you can see I controlled the weight pretty well, and the first rep was very fast. I was very happy with that. The second rep was a bit of a struggle, but I'll take it. 285 for a pause double is pretty good for me right now. Okay, here you see me doing dumbbell overhead seated press, and I was going to make a separate video on this. I might still make it, but basically what I prefer is doing this instead of the military press. And I believe that this is superior, at least as an accessory exercise. And that's because the military press really doesn't work anything the bench press doesn't already emphasize. And another problem is I find with the military press it's harder to progress, and it emphasizes the triceps a bit more than the shoulders. Now with the dumbbells, you're able to hit the shoulders more effectively because you're able to have a natural range of motion since your head doesn't get in the way of the lift. And I think it's one of those things that you really have to figure out for yourself, because a lot of times certain exercises, certain methods may work in theory, and in theory the military press is a great exercise, and really for a lot of people it is extremely effective. So I'm not against the exercise entirely, but for me I'll just tell you I've seen way better gains with the seated dumbbell press. I ended up pressing 80-pound dumbbells for 4 reps on that last set. Now here you see I'm doing some chin-ups. I didn't really do as many sets emphasizing the back muscles as I normally would, and that's partially because for the camera I just decided to do all my bench sets in a row, and normally I do a set of bench and superset that with a back exercise. So like a set of bench, then either a set of weighted pull-ups or a set of dumbbell rows, pull downs, whichever back exercise I choose. So to make up for the lack of volume in terms of work on my lats in this workout, I just decided to do one all-out set. Now it's not When I say all out, I don't mean literally till failure, but all out in terms of 100% focused, fully rested before the set, and really going until I couldn't get any more clean reps. And then afterwards, you see now I'm starting to do my isolation movements. And this is really brings me to my last and possibly most important point of this video, is that I get kind of sick of this powerlifting versus bodybuilding false dichotomy. And it's perpetuated by both sides. What I usually hear is first hear bodybuilders say that you don't want to focus on just the numbers. It's not about your ego, that's for powerlifters. And then powerlifters embrace this countercultural role and try to make their training powerlifting specific when such a thing doesn't exist. Because to be a strong powerlifter, you just have to be strong, period. They use an extremely low volume and low reps on the main lifts and then try to make up for it and build muscle with accessory movements. When the reality is, they're overthinking it. The main movements need to be trained in different rep ranges as they are the primary tool to both get stronger and improve muscularity. And then the accessories should target what the main movements missed, not just be overkill on what was already worked. And then also for bodybuilders, they love to emphasize this mind-muscle connection, not caring about the weight. And they reference that Kai Green video, oh, he didn't care about the weight. Well, there's also a video of Kai Green overhead pressing 405 pounds. There's also a video of Kai Green bench pressing over 500 pounds. Sure, the squeezing the muscle works great after you've established that base and continue to work and progress that extreme level of strength. So that's it for my rant. I just wanted to say that because a lot of people are asking me about my program and is it geared towards strength or bodybuilding. The truth is, strength and muscular development are inseparable in natural athletes. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like the video, support the channel, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
Some say that I'm thrown like a javelin. I'm really trying to get you exposed to the galaxies, then break out the molds of normalities.